What's going on, guys? So today we are checking out the Betafpv's Cetus X FPV KIT. It is an advanced, ready-to-fly 2S tiny hoop bundle that comes with the VR03 FPV Goggles, the Cetus X brushless 95mm tiny hoop, and the LiteRadio 3 ELRS radio transmitter. It also comes with 450 mAh high voltage batteries with the new BT 2.0 connectors, and they are the 1S 75C rated LiPo batteries. Now you could buy all three products in this bundle separately as well, and it will cost about the same. But by getting this bundle, you also get the 4 batteries, and it is ready to fly, already bound, right out of the box. You also get the carry case. That is one of the best cases that I have seen on any product, with perfect grooves to fit everything perfectly, with super strong Velcro straps. So here is the aerodynamically designed Cetus X tiny hoop with the aliens-like designed 40 degrees tilt angle adjustable housing with the MO4 400 milliwatt VTX and the CO4 FPV camera, which is soldered onto the flight controller camera and VTX pads. It has a 1/3 inch CMOS sensor with a 160 degrees field of view and 1200 TV line resolution. The video system is NTSC with the 4:3 aspect ratio. It has 5 bands and 8 channels per band for a total of 40 channels. And we have the dipole IPX antenna coming out the top. We have the heavy-duty single-piece 95mm tiny hoop frame made out of the PA12 material, a high-strength, versatile thermoplastic polymer with the 1103 11,000 kV plug-and-play brushless motors and the Gem Fan 2024 bladed props, which are supported and very well protected by the hoop ducted frame, and the cradled motor mount supporting frame with 4 motor screws per motor. So we have some LED lights built into the flight controller with cutouts on the removable protective mount bottom cover for the soft-mounted flight controller. And the flight controller comes in two versions. You can choose from the Betaflight F4 2S 15-amp V1.0 flight controller or the Cetus BL-V3 flight controller. I have here the Betaflight version with the ELRS receiver protocol. Now the Cetus flight controller comes with the FrSky D8 receiver protocol with position hold feature, which is great for beginners. So the Betaflight version will have the angle mode, horizon mode, and the air mode already preset. It also has the turtle mode as well. The Cetus version will have the normal mode, sport mode, and the manual mode, and it also has the turtle mode. We also have the battery cradle that holds two 450 milliamp hour 3.8 volt high voltage 75C BT 2.0 Beta FPV batteries. And we have the battery connectors in series, which makes two 1S batteries into the 2S configuration. So there is a connection port for the Type-C converter connector for Betaflight connection to the computer. Here is the LiteRadio 3. It has the ELRS V3 firmware pre-installed. We have the adjustable and removable M3 gimbal sticks. We have the potentiometer gimbals, the power button. We have the neck strap hook. And on the top, we have the SA and the SD buttons and the 3-position SB and the SC buttons. On the bottom is the USB Type-C port to charge and for computer connection, which allows you to play simulator directly with a wired connection. We have the bind button, the setup button, and the audio jack, which is used to hear system sounds, alarms, or voice prompts with wired headphones or an earbud. Now the bind button you don't have to worry about since the Cetus X already comes pre-bound to the LiteRadio 3. But you can bind other ELRS receivers to this radio. Simply put the ELRS receiver into the binding mode, power on the remote, and press the bind button. And just like that, they are bound. Now you can also take it into the Betafpv configurator. So connect it to the computer and open the configurator. Here you can make changes to the remote controller. And where it says enable bind phrase, enter your personal binding phrase. Now the remote controller will automatically bind to all of your ELRS receivers with the same binding phrase. Now the setup button is to calibrate the joysticks on the remote controller. Power up. Hit that setup button. Double beeps. So position the sticks in the middle. Hit that setup button again. Triple beeps. Now rotate the gimbal sticks to the boundaries of the gimbal twice. I did it 3 times. And hit that setup button again. Calibration complete. Now in the back we have an external nano module bay. So recommended is the ELRS Nano TX module, which is available in the 2.4 GHz, 915 MHz, and 868 MHz versions, which will take the RF output to 500 milliwatts. So this FPV kit can be a great starter kit that can expand as you progress with your FPV growth. and it comes with silicone rubber gimbal stick protectors and has a built-in 2000 milliamp hour battery for 15 hours of runtime. All right, let's see if it works on an RC car. Yep, they're bound. Let's see. Okay, the steering is reversed. And let's see the throttle. Yep, it's working. Okay, just go into the Betafpv configurator and reverse the yaw channel. There we go. Yeah, it's working good now. So here is the VR03 FPV Goggles. So it has the nice smooth velvety texture and it feels really nice. We have one antenna which rotates 360 degrees. We have a built-in DVR, and here is the micro SD card slot. We have the USB-C charge port. Now we have a light that lights up in blue while it is charging and turns off when it is fully charged. We have the power on and off sliding switch, and we have the recording indicator light. We have the record button, short press to record, and short press again to stop recording. You can also play back the recorded video with a long press of the record button. You can scroll through the recorded videos. So you can increase the speed up to 8x going forward, and you can also increase the speed up to 8x going backwards. We have the channel increase button, which cycles through all of the channels. It has a total of 8 channels per band. We have the search button, long press to automatically search. Short press to enter the frequency interface. Now you can manually change the channels and the band as well. And finally, we have the band increase button, which cycles through all of the bands. We have the 3-point head strap. It is easy to install and it is adjustable via Velcro. Now the faceplate foam is soft enough for a comfortable fit, and it is also removable to clean. Now the display is a 4.3-inch 800 pixel by 400 pixel resolution mirrored screen. So the actual screen is on the top and it is reflected via mirrors, so there is no need for Fresnel lenses, and the display is very clear. It has a built-in 2000 milliamp hour battery for 2 hours of runtime, and it will record at 480 pixel resolution in the 4:3 aspect ratio. So charge up the batteries and take it out to fly. Now the charge dongle will show the battery voltage on the port that is marked test. You can charge 2 batteries at the same time. And if you have a small power station or even a small power bank with USB, you can charge up the batteries out in the field. Okay, here we go. Power on. Blue light, yes. Plug in the battery. Okay, looks like they're bound. Let's see. There we go. All right. Yep. Kind of reminds me of those days flying the Emax Tiny Hawk. Yeah, very good response. And I'm sure because ELRS receiver SPI, nonetheless, it should have pretty good distance as well. Oh yeah. And 2S power. Oh yeah. Nice. All right, bring it in. This is a really nice FPV kit. And press that button to stop the motors. Nice. Okay guys, so here we go. We can flip from angle mode to horizon mode to air mode. Start off in angle mode here. Let's arm it and take off. Yeah, so if you are a beginner, ooh, so a little bit of static there. If you are a beginner, you can go ahead and start off in angle mode. So it's very beginner friendly. It's already preset, so you don't have to do anything. You can just charge the batteries right out of the box and you can start flying like this with the FPV goggles. And once you get pretty good at it, you can flip over to horizon where it's semi-acro. You can do flips and practice your kind of acro mode, but not quite fully acro mode. It's kind of weird though. I haven't flown in horizon mode in a very long time. So you can flip it over to the air mode. Oh wow. Wow, it's very stable. Horizon mode was kind of wobbly, but air mode is really, really stable. It's almost like angle mode, but you can do flips on demand. Of course, it's all manually controlled. And this is nice and smooth, guys. Oh, low battery warning. It is at 7.4, but that was because I was throttling up. This is really nice. This is my very first flight out here. And the goggles are kind of small, so it is a little blurry for me. I can't put my reading glasses on because the goggles are too small, so everything is kind of blurry. So excuse me if I fly kind of weird. Really nice though. Woohoo! Okay, still 7.1 volts. So you should land this thing right about 7 volts. So it is 3.5 volts per cell. But if you just cruise, it should last for quite a while. If you do full throttle maneuvers, then you know you're gonna waste out the battery a lot quicker. But this is nice and fun, guys. In one box. You don't have to bring separate goggles, a separate box for or case for your controller Everything is in one box. And I must say, the box that comes in the case, it's really, really nice. The Velcros are really strong and everything fits in there so perfectly. Okay, so 7.098. So it's really nice. You can't really go too far, but it is low battery. It's telling me to land, so you don't want to go too far, otherwise by the time you come back the voltage will be dropping. It's still 7.0, but I'll go ahead and land it. And it's constantly flashing low battery, so you should land it and then wait until the batteries cool down and charge it. There you go. So there you have it, guys, the Betafpv Cetus X FPV kit with the Cetus X Tiny Hoop Quadcopter, the VR03 FPV Goggles, the LiteRadio 3, 4 batteries, and the carry case. Now I love the Cetus X and I have zero complaints about the Tiny Hoop Quadcopter. I also love the LiteRadio 3 and I have zero complaints about the remote controller. The VR03 goggles, however, is a very good FPV goggles with the recording capability and the playback capabilities, which are necessary features in an FPV goggles. Now the display with the reflective mirror setup is excellent and it is very clear. Now the only complaint that I have is that it is too small for me, so I cannot use my reading glasses with it. So I have a hard time focusing, but I can still use them. Now for most people with good eyesight, it should be fine. Now if it could slide back and forth for focal distance adjustment or big enough to wear reading glasses, it could have been a very good FPV goggles for myself. Other than that, I would highly recommend this FPV kit to anyone who wants to fly and get into FPV, period. Don't waste your time with similar products that have shortcomings. You can fly just about anything with this LiteRadio 3, even RC trucks. Not fly, but drive the RC trucks. And record your FPV session with a built-in DVR on the VR03 FPV goggles. And the Cetus X Tiny Hoop Quadcopter is an excellent tiny hoop. And the price is a very good price for all that you get. And remember, you also get the carry case. That is one of the best cases I have seen on any product, with perfect grooves to fit everything perfectly with super strong Velcro straps. So if you want to check it out for yourself or get this kit for someone so they can start learning how to fly FPV, the link is down below, so check it out. So that'll do it for this video. I thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.